Hi, my name is Hunter Blackstone, and this is my final presentation on Aldi and organizational behavior. A little background about Aldi. Aldi is a discount grocery store that originated in Germany. They offer significantly low prices than the competing grocery chains located here in the United States. For example, Kroger, Publix, what's left of the Ingles, and starting out with Dollar General as well, because they're offering more and more grocery products for the discounted rate. I've been at Aldi for 3.5 years. I started as a part-time associate, worked my way up to a lead store associate, and now I'm assistant manager as of a year ago. A couple of things about Aldi. They offer high quality products at lowest possible prices. That allows them to compete with the larger, bigger box stores, offering significantly lower prices for not the name brands, but the Aldi name brands, which does taste a little different and is healthier than the competing options at the bigger box stores like Publix and Kroger. At Aldi, they use minimal staffing to ensure they can offer these low prices. With less people on the floor, that means there's less people to pay. Typically, at the Aldi I work at, there's normally just 2 people closing every night, the cashier and either a manager or a lead associate on the floor, just tidying up the store to end the day. Small stores that promote self-service. The store I work at has 7 self-checkouts. That's 3 more than the local Publix, and it promotes customers to check themselves out so that the associates can continue working on whatever it is that they're working on. Since it is such a minimal staff, they're required on the floor as much as possible. They do have a limited choice of products. Since it is such a smaller store, they aren't able to fit all the big name brands in. They do have some like Oreo, Chips Ahoy, but they mainly offer their key brands like Savoritz, which is the knockoff brand of Ritz, or Simply Nature, which is the big organic brand that Aldi carries. Pretty much has an organic option for every product that they offer in the store. A little bit about stress at Aldi. Although it is just a job at the grocery store, stress can be felt from the associate level all the way up to the management level. Whether it's a busy day like a Sunday or Saturday on a weekend, where there's so many people, the front end cashier could get a little flustered at the beginning of the day or the end of the day. For management, their key concerns that could lead to stress would be product availability on the shelf. Do we have all of our shelves full? Is there a spill, or is there a visit coming? Are the big bosses coming in that day? What can we do to prepare for that? Employees are expected to do many roles: cashiering, stocking shelves, cleaning and unloading trucks within the same shift. That's not abnormal. I've pretty much done all of those things in every shift I've worked since becoming a manager. Cashiers are expected to scan items very quickly, and stocking must be done efficiently to keep shelves full. If there is an item that comes in and an associate's not sure where it goes, they immediately ask a manager instead of just going and putting it in the back. Anything that is in that store will not sell in the back room because customers are not welcome there. So it is imperative that we keep our shelves organized, neat. If a customer misplaces an object somewhere, we just need to make sure we either get that off the shelf or put it back to where it goes so we don't confuse the customer on how much that product actually is. When the store gets very crowded, employees can become unsure whether to prioritize checkout lines or stocking tasks. It would always be to prioritize the checkout lines. The customer comes first, but many of my associates will get flustered and have a customer come up asking them while they're cashiering and ask where a product is. Their job is to pretty much just delegate that to me. If they have 2 customers at once, they just need to call me on the walkie-talkie or ring the bell so I can come up there and solve the situation and make it easier for them to do their first job so they don't have to do 3 at one time. Short breaks and tight schedules do not give employees enough time to recover during a shift, especially on busy days. For example, this weekend I've worked Thursday through Sunday, and most of those shifts were alternating closing into an opening and then closing into another opening. Those are, in my opinion, the hardest days, to where you get home at 9 o'clock and you're the person that locks the door of the store and you're the person that unlocks the door of the store. That can be pretty challenging if you're not getting the appropriate amount of sleep. Not all stress at work is harmful. I try to put my associates in stressful situations to prepare them for actual stress where I'm not able to see what's going on. They'll be more prepared to handle that stress. For example, time-based performance goals. With every pallet we bring on the floor, our goal is to finish that pallet in 30 minutes, regardless of what is going on that day. Cross-training across roles. Everyone knows how to do everything in the Aldi store, whether it's cashiering, whether it's stocking the freezer, the meat department, the produce department. Everyone at our store knows how to do that. So whenever we have a shift change, anyone can be sent to where they are needed at that point in time. Busy peak hour shifts, normally around lunchtime on a Sunday or right around 5:30 on a weekday whenever everyone's coming home from work. Those are the busy peak hour shifts. Typically, our shifts are 1 to 9, so we have time to prepare for those busy rushes and time to clean up from those busy rushes before we get out of there for the night. Responsibility and autonomy. You're pretty much left on your own to do everything. You're not going to be doing anything with anyone. You are expected to work independently and reach those goals independently, regardless of what's going on that day. Or the autonomy, you're expected not to break stuff. So, I break stuff all the time. It's just kind of goes with the job. The warehouse is to blame for that, but I just want to make sure you're focused on task and doing everything that you need to do to ensure that customers can get the type of treatment they deserve at Aldi. Organizational commitment. Committed employees are what is asked of Aldi. If you're not a committed employee, odds are you're not going to be able to keep up with the flow of the store, or your just basic required needs as a cashier, including the cleaning of the bathrooms, putting all the go-backs back of the customers that they don't want. The effective commitment, though, I want to employees who willingly help coworkers when necessary, take pride in keeping the shelf stocked and organized. They provide better customer service overall because they kind of take it under their own responsibility to keep the store staffed. They treat it as if it was their own store rather than working for a bigger corporation. The continuance commitment, the I need to employees, they show up, complete tasks, but only what's required, less enthusiasm for extra responsibilities. So those are the type of people that we just ask to do one thing, get that one thing done, and don't ask them to do too many things on their shift so that they don't become overwhelmed and don't get disgruntled by being asked to do so many different things. We only ask them to do one thing. Hopefully they can knock that out before they get out of there. The normative commitment, I might as well employees, they feel responsible, may stay late or cover shifts, and then follow instruction. I would put these people up on the cash register or put them in the important zones like the meat department or the produce department. The continuance commitment employees, those would be the people that would just be stocking the grocery shelves or shopping curbside orders. Less important. Not everything is important, but it's not as important as the meat department and the produce department, which makes the most money. Team characteristics and diversity. Task interdependence, how work is connected. Cashiers depend on stockers to keep shelves full, while stockers depend on the cashiers to keep the line moving so that the stockers don't have to come up there as a backup cashier and fill in to make sure we get all the customers out at an appropriate time. Goal interdependence, shared objectives. All employees aim to maintain fast checkout speeds and keep fully stocked shelves. They don't just have individual goals, sharing store-wide performance targets. That's pretty much an overall thing. Those are like the punch out lates. We hope no one punches out like 10 minutes after they're supposed to. Make sure everyone's there on time. It's those kind of things. Making sure that they're scanning everything properly. Not it's necessarily fast, but making sure that their accuracy is correct. The outcome interdependence, shared rewards or results. Managers evaluate overall store success, not just individual performance success or failure, is shared across the team. not isolated to individuals. There's not many managers that go out of their way to say good job to an employee. It's pretty much good job team. Look at how we did this week. Now look at how you did. It's a lot of we instead of I and yous. Teams, processes, and communication. Employees constantly coordinate stock and checkout and cleaning tasks to ensure that no one's doing the same thing or planning on doing the same thing later. So the same thing gets done twice in one shift. Everything should try to get touched once in a shift. That's the goal of a day at Aldi. The transition processes, planning and preparation. These happen before or at the start of the shift to get organized. Quick briefings, set expectations for high accuracy, and kind of what to expect for the day. If we do have a visit, that's whenever we're pretty much told, hey guys, be on your P's and Q's, sweep extra, pick up stuff that you see, don't just walk past it. Action processes, doing the actual work. These occur during the shift when the team is actively working after the plan has been made. Team members step in to support high demand areas. If the meat department's looking low, that needs to be attended to. Same thing with the produce. If there's empty boxes everywhere, that's the first priority because that is at the front door. Many employees understand that, so as soon as they clock in, they go to those needed zones, or if they know the cashier is about to get off as well, they know where they're supposed to go. My works cited is chapter 3, 4, 5, and 11 and 12 of our course. I use most of the same information I've learned on the job. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.